Everyone, today let's discuss the paper, the continuation of the paper, that is December 2005 continuation, UGC NET JRF. So let's start from the question 12. The locale of Riders to the Sea is option A Dublin, option B Aran Island, option C Galway, option D Belfast. The answer is option B Aran Island. Riders to the Sea is a play written by Irish literary Renaissance playwright John Millington Synge, first performed on 25th February 1904. A one-act tragedy, the play is set in the Aran Island. So this is first performed in 25th February of 1904. It is a one-act tragedy. We have to have this in mind. So they can ask also the questions like how many acts this play has. So let's have in mind this is a one-act tragedy. The 13th question is the Bog poems are associated with option A Ted Hughes, option B Elizabeth Jennings, option C Tony Harrison, option D Seamus Heaney. The correct option is option D Seamus Heaney. Bog poems, if you think bog, then that is absolutely Seamus Heaney. North was published in 1975 and it is a collection of poems written by Seamus Heaney, who received the 1995 Nobel Prize in Literature. The collection is divided into two parts, to which the first is more symbolic, dealing with themes such as the bog bodies of Northern Europe. Bog bodies inspire 4 poems in this volume: Bog Queen, The Grobale Man, Punishment, and Strange Fruit. Let's have these 4 poems in our mind: Bog Queen, The Grobale Man, Punishment, and Strange Fruit. So the option is the Bog poems are associated with Seamus Heaney. Next question is Edward Bond's Bingo deals with the life of option A Dryden, option B Shakespeare, option C Ben Jonson, option D Marlowe. The correct answer is option B Shakespeare. Bingo Scenes of Money and Death is a 1973 play by English Marxist playwright Edward Bond. It depicts an aging William Shakespeare at his Warwickshire home in 1615 and 1616. Bingo is a political drama heavily influenced by Bertolt Brecht and epic theater. So let's have one thing in mind: 1973 play Scenes of Money and Death is its another title. Bingo, it's a subtitle, and it is a 1973 play. The author is Edward Bond. 15th question. Arthur Miller's The Death of a Salesman is mainly about option A American Dream, option B American Imperialism, option C American Pragmatism, option D American Transcendentalism. The correct answer is option A American Dream. The Death of the Salesman is a 1949 play. So Death of the Salesman, Arthur Miller, 1949. It's a play written by Arthur Miller. It was the recipient of 1949 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. 1949 Pulitzer Prize for Drama, that is The Death of a Salesman. Okay, it is widely considered to be one of the greatest plays of the 20th century. The patient in Michael Ondaatje's The English Patient is, who is the patient? Option A Almasi, option B Caravaggio, option C Kirpal Singh, option D Hannah. The correct answer is The English Patient is a 1992 novel. Michael Ondaatje is a Sri Lankan diaspora author. The book follows four dissimilar people brought together at Italian villa during the Italian campaign of World War II. First one is an unrecognizably burned man, Almasi, the titular patient, presumed to be English, others being his Canadian army nurse, a Sikh British army sapper, and a Canadian thief. So the answer is A. The patient is Almasi. And the next one is mimetic criticism views literary work as option A personalization, option B depersonalization, option C imitation, option D interpretation. The answer is option C. Mimesis views literary work as imitation. It is a method of interpreting texts in relation to their literary or cultural models. Mimesis or imitation was a widely used rhetorical tool in antiquity up until the 18th century's romantic emphasis on originality. Let's go to the 18th question. The concept of arcade writing is developed by option A. Fish, option B. Foucault, option C. Derrida, option D. Paul de Man. The answer is option C, that is Derrida. According to Derrida, arcade writing is a form of language that can't be conceptualized within the metaphysics of presence. It is an original form of language that is not desired from speech, and it is unhindered by the difference between speech and writing. So, arcade writing concept is developed by Derrida. Okay, 19th question. A figure of speech in which two terms opposite in meaning are placed side by side in one phrase is known as. This is very easy. Two terms opposite in meaning are placed side by side. That is oxymoron. Oxymoron is a figure of speech that juxtaposes elements in two words that appear to be contradictory, but which contains a concealed point. Example, the same difference, faithful and unfaithful, kept him falsely true. So you can understand easily. And 20th question is a stanza of 8 iambic pentameters on the pattern of ABAB, ABCC is known as. Options are rhyme royal, Ottawa rima, Tennysonian stanza, Spenserian stanza. Among these, which is the correct one? The option B, Ottawa rima. So Ottawa rima has a stanza of 8 iambic pentameters. The pattern will be ABAB, Ottawa rima is a rhyming stanza form of Italian origin, originally used for long poems on heroic themes. It is a form of poetry consisting of stanzas of 8 lines of 10 or 11 syllables, rhyming ABAB, ABCC. And the chronology question is here. Love's Labours, Lost, 12th Night, Othello. You can see all the options. Let's go to the correct chronological order. Love's Labours, Lost, 1594. Love's Labours, Lost, 1594. 12th Night, 1599. Othello, 1604. The Tempest, 1611. Let us say without seeing. Love's Labours, Lost, 1594. 12th Night, 1599. Othello, 1604. The Tempest, 1611. Okay, the next question is Ralph Roister Doister, Utopia, Astrophel and Stella, Shepherd's Calendar. See, Utopia he was written, the work was written by Thomas More. Adukapro, the next one is Shepherd's Calendar was written by Edmund Spenser, Astrophel and Stella was written by Philip Sidney. Ralph Royster was written by Nicholas Udall. So Utopia was written in the year, was published in 1516. Ralph Royster was published in 1552. Shepherd's Calendar 1579. Astrophel and Stella 1580. Let us see without seeing. Utopia 1516, Ralph Royster 1552, and Shepherd's Calendar 1579, Astrophel and Stella 1580. Let's see up to 25 questions today. Sonnet, periodical essay, Gothic novel, absurd play. So let's see the chronological sequence. Sonnet, it emerged during the 13th century. Periodical essay during the early 18th century. Gothic novel 1764. Absurd play late 1950s. So let's see without seeing. Sonnet during 13th century. Periodical essay during early 18th century. Gothic novel 1764. Absurd play late 1950s. Let's see the next chronological question. Stephen Spender, T.S. Eliot, Philip Larkin, Ted Hughes. I think T.S. Eliot is a postmodern writer. Philip Larkin and Ted Hughes. Let's see. The correct sequence is T.S. Eliot. Is from 1888 to 1965. Stephen Spender is 1909 to 1995. Philip Larkin is from 1922 to 1985. And Ted Hughes is from 1930 to 1998. So this is the chronological sequence. So T.S. Eliot is the elder, next is Stephen Spender, Philip Larkin, and then Ted Hughes. Let's see the literary theory concepts. Negative capability, sublime, dissociation of sensibility, heteroglossia. The correct sequence is sublime is associated with Gothic literature, 18th century. Negative capability is associated with John Keats, early 19th century. Dissociation of sensibility is related with T.S. Eliot. Heteroglossia is related to Mikhail Bakhtin. So I hope that you are clear, and let's meet in the next video. Happy learning, keep loving literature. Let's crack the exam together, and God will help us. Until it's bye from UGC Net English Literature.